That's the German for wonder weapon, and it was the name given by the Nazi Ministry of Propaganda to a series of super weapons that the Nazis believed would allow Germany to secure victory and reign supreme over the Allies. It was a very real, potent belief by the Nazi top brass, which is why so much effort went into technologies that were undoubtedly way ahead of their time. In fact, Wunderwaffen was in everything from boats to guns to even trains were already being experimented on in the 1930s. Aviation technology was at the forefront of this push to validate the Nazi claim of Germans as the master race at the helm of the so-called Thousand-Year Reich. Martin Bormann, a loyal aide to Hitler, was known to have ordered the careful mapping of all mountain passes, caves, bridges and highways in which the Reich and beyond operated. The purpose? The selection of top-secret sites for underground factories with gigantic workshops and launch pads, known as U-plants. Germany's top scientists would toil in these Beermonth research labs and factories deep underground with one single goal: the development and production of a powerful, secret weapon. It's believed by some that the Nazis had already perfected some form of circular-shaped aircraft designs just before the war. However, the allegations and conjecture around Nazi UFO craft are immense, and there is no denying that they certainly fit into the mold of what would have been a Nazi wonder weapon.
In the aftermath of the Roswell UFO incident of 1947, the U.S. Army quietly initiated a top-secret program to recover and study alien artifacts and technology. Under the direction of General Arthur Trudeau, Colonel Philip J. Corso was tasked with spearheading this covert operation, codenamed Project Phoenix. Corso reached out to various defense contractors to aid in his reverse engineering efforts, providing them with fragments of metals and materials recovered from UFO crash sites. Teams of scientists and engineers at companies like Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman worked in compartmentalized cells, often unaware of the larger scope of their project. Their breakthroughs in metallurgy, energy generation, propulsion, and more were carefully documented in classified reports for military applications. The program was kept hidden from the public in most areas of government, given an unacknowledged Special Access Program (USAP) designation. Rivalries emerged between Project Phoenix and UFO study projects conducted by the U.S. Air Force, such as Project Blue Book. The Air Force saw the Army's secretive handling of UFO technology as an intrusion into matters of aerospace and national security under their jurisdiction. Inter-service tensions rose, though General Trudeau's authority kept the Phoenix Project secure. By 1961, Corso and his team had made considerable progress studying the composition and functions of several artifacts retrieved from Roswell and other sites worldwide. The integrated circuits and fiber optic cables were particularly valuable, seeding the genesis of new military surveillance and targeting systems. But the mysteries of the alien metals and propulsion systems still eluded Corso's engineers. Seeking continued funding and support, Corso arranged a personal briefing with Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy, the president's brother. Corso outlined the recovery of advanced technology from extraterrestrial vessels and presented physical samples to Kennedy. While wary of the more speculative alien origins of these artifacts, Kennedy recognized the national security importance of what Corso's team had learned so far, and agreed to keep the president apprised of need-to-know developments. Phoenix continued for years, cycling through defense contractors and keeping its radical breakthroughs carefully hidden from the public. But its legacy resonated through the rapid advancement of surveillance weapons and computing technology throughout the 1960s and beyond, radically transforming military capabilities. The full truth of Corso's pioneering alien artifacts program remains shrouded in layers of secrecy, even today. Washington, D.C., 1963. Colonel O'Neill entered the Oval Office, files in hand. He was honored to finally meet John F. Kennedy, the energetic young president who seemed destined for greatness. After pleasantries were exchanged, he got down to business. Mr. President, 18 months ago, your brother was briefed on a matter of grave national security. It's time you were informed as well. JFK leaned forward intently as O'Neill explained the assessment. He revealed aerial encounters, crash retrievals, alien autopsies, all suppressed from public view. My God, why wasn't I told sooner? JFK stood and paced, mind reeling. This could change everything we thought we knew about the universe. Yes, sir. The implications are vast. We've made progress reverse engineering the technology under our Phoenix program, but there's still much to learn. JFK stood gazing out the window, processing it all. Finally, he turned. Very well, Colonel. Your program is conditionally authorized, pending a full review by my people. Meanwhile, get our best minds on this. I want prototypes and an update in 6 months. Right away, sir. And one other thing. Much of the engineering is being done by private contractors, outside government purview. JFK raised an eyebrow. You mean companies like Lockheed, Boeing, Douglas? Yes, Mr. President. It was deemed necessary for the sake of expediency and secrecy. JFK nodded slowly. Very well. Keep me informed of every new development. The stakes are too high to remain in the dark. Of course, sir. O'Neill tucked the files under his arm. As he turned to leave, JFK grasped his shoulder. Colonel, you have my full confidence. Let's win this new frontier, whatever it takes. O'Neill nodded, then exited. The future of human civilization now rested on his shoulders. The race for alien technology would determine if mankind reached the stars or annihilated itself on Earth.
You put this program, I think this program is the top priority program of the agency. No, sir, I do not. I think it is one of the top priority programs, but I think it's very important to recognize here that as you have found, several scientific disciplines that are very powerful and begin to converge on this area. Yeah, I think it is the top priority. I think you ought to have that very clear. Some of these other programs can slip 6 months or 9 months and nothing's particularly going to happen until you. But this is important for political reasons, international political reasons, and for this is, whether we like it or not, in a sense of a race. To get second to the moon is nice, but it's like being second anytime. So that and second by 6 months, if you give it the kind of priority, then of course that would be very serious. So I think we have to take the view this is the top priority. I agree that we're interested in this, but we can wait 6 months. But you have to use that information to do your thing. Yeah, but only when that information directly applies to the program. Jim, I think we gotta have that. We don't know a damn thing about the surface of the moon, and we're making the wildest guesses about how we're going to land on the moon. And we could get a terrible disaster from putting something down on the surface of the moon that's very different than we think it is. And the scientific programs that find us that information have to have the highest priority, but they are associated with the lunar program. The scientific programs that aren't associated with the lunar program can have any priority we